And we're here. Hi everyone. It's Thursday night. It's 5 o'clock here on the Pacific Coast, and I am sitting here with my good friend, Rabbi Chana. I've got
Hello.
applause. I've got this. Yeah, there we go.
As always, it is
Hey.
nice to hang out with you.
It is always nice to hang out with you. And if you're hanging out with me and I'm hanging out with you, that must mean that we're here to read some Hebrew text, which is fun. This is for anybody who's new. And I do see I see somebody that I haven't seen before. Maybe I'll just say hi to some people in the audience. Jason Hare is here. Shalom Alecha, Jason.
Shalom.
And I don't think I recognize why Vin Dry Island. But it's nice to see you. Welcome to my Hebrew reading stream with Rabbi Chana. And it's good to see Cenk is here, and Boone is one of my students in my current cohort. And yes, I forgot to say this, Rabbi Chana, you probably didn't even see the thumbnail, but this is the 50th show.
Oh my gosh. I
Community
feel
Break,
honored to
right?
be here for the 50th.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. I
right?
love this. I love this. I was going to ask
Yes,
Jace also how his Purim was.
phenomenal.
I don't
Oh
know.
yes,
Yeah, how was your
do
Purim?
let us know, Jace, how your Purim was.
I made
I'll
ham and
say,
pasta for my
I'll say
mother,
hi.
and
Oh, nice. Noise Ending is another one of my Hebrew students. Good to see you here. And John Gooderham is here, and Jennifer Silvas but says boo for some, or is that boo like I'm a ghost? I don't know. But if it is boo, then
unless they're a person who's really into the fashion industry and is obsessed with shoes, you never see feet or shoes on a ghost.
Boo.
that's true.
That you never see feet or shoes on a ghost unless
That's
you're
true. I've never seen it.
You're pretty into fashion though.
Me?
So,
Oh, I would no. I could
but the
care less.
hats and the glasses
You know
and
what it is? It's my armor.
Oh, okay.
That's my I have a lot of social anxiety, but I put on the armor and then I can go out into the world and do what I got to do and then come home and take off the armor and
Oh,
flop
okay.
into bed.
Nice.
But the glasses is how it started. They definitely help.
They're very cool. I am jealous. So Trent Hip is actually here to make a reading show for once, and we're happy you are here. So and Jennifer's, yes, like she's a ghost. Oh, and Lila is telling me that I have to give treats to Dagon, and look, there he is. He heard. He's like, yeah, right there.
And I think you learned from last time. I noticed that Josh is not here, and you probably have learned your lesson in putting us in the same room together.
I was thinking, I actually sent him the link because it's habit. And then after I sent him the link, I was like, fuck. For that very reason.
That very reason.
Yeah, because I was like, oh God. This is and I gotta tell you, Rabbi Chana, in the 4 weeks since you've been here, it really has kind of turned into a different kind of show sometimes.
Oh, I am so sorry.
That's okay.
Just leave it to me to bring down the room.
No, people seem to like it. They do. They're they're having fun. So long as everyone's having fun, I'm happy. It's
I got
good.
I got the chance to I interviewed Captain Dadpool, so Ricky Brock, for all those who
When?
a couple days ago.
Wow,
And
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, when I asked him, he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it." And it was really wonderful to talk to him. And I was like, "Kipp learned never to put Josh and I in a room together, and here is why." And I was kind of telling him about it, and he's like, "Oh my goodness." I'm like, "Listen, I didn't take it as far as Josh did, but
You really did not. You did not. I don't think you can be blamed. Certainly not as
no."
much as he can. Oh,
But you
it's
were
good
the
to
adult
see.
in the room, so
I live in a house where I am the adult in the room, so I feel like I'm kind of used to that. But Jennifer Silves is taking Hebrew with Dr. Dan, and that's awesome. I'm happy to
that is
hear it.
really awesome.
So, oh, and Jace, what's going on with Jace? I've started recording transliteration example shorts and uploading. Oh, cool. So because you're just so tired of watching my show and listening to all the butchered pronunciation of it. That's it, isn't it, Jace? That's
I don't blame you. I
what
butcher it
that's
too,
about.
Jace. And I'm a born and raised Jew, and I butcher it. So
Okay. Rabbi Chana makes me feel better about the fact that I butcher
well, it's
pronunciation.
true.
So
I
thank you
went
for that.
deaf. I went deaf when I was about 2 years old. And so all of everything I had to learn by reading it and working really, really hard to say it correctly. And even then, my mom, perfect pronunciation, and she corrects me all the time. Every time I
Mhm.
start to say something around her, she'd be like, and then she corrects me. I'm like, must be nice not
Uh,
to be deaf, huh?
that's that's fun. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks.
Cuneiform guy is here as well. All right, let's get started. We're doing a new text tonight, and I just picked this yesterday, and I'm actually oh, uh Trent is telling me that we met at SBL Scotch Night, which is awesome. I'm happy we did,
Oh, then
but
I might
now
have a picture of you guys all together
from this year?
from
Maybe.
this year.
Maybe.
Vish sent me a picture
Did
of all you guys
Trent, at Scotch Night?
at Scotch Night, yeah.
Maybe. Okay. So, because I think it was just her and me and Matt. Josh wasn't at Scotch Night. Um,
Not
and,
wait a minute.
Dan was there for a while too, I think, but, um, yeah, but well, I mean, that's awesome. I'm sorry, I had a lot of scotch, I guess. 'Cause I don't remember who I met at Scotch Night. So, um, but thank you so much for coming out, and, Neka Morgondagan is here. Hello, and, Village Road Granite. And I've got a big ass cursor now for the text. It kind of because this is what happens when I go over the actual chat, and then when I get over to the screen it turns back into the arrow until I get to this edge. So that's what's going on there. But I've got this big cursor now, and for tonight, because Rabbi Chana has difficulty seeing, she has asked that I read all the texts for tonight.
I
So
forgot to prep that part.
okay. Do you want to do it this way? It's up to you. Do you want to just do the I could read and I could do the verbs. Do you want to do the translations for everything, or
That's up to
uh
you.
you cool with that? We could do
Yeah,
that.
that's
Let's
cool.
well, let's just try it. Let's do the first one here. I'll read it,
Okay.
and I'll do the verbs, and you can translate. So here we go. Everybody can see my cursor here is pointing at the word we're starting with. Psalm 91, verse 1. Yoshev beseter beseter Elyon. Betzel Shaddai Yit lonan. So there are two verbs in the verse. The first one is yoshev, which is a it's a sorry a cow participle, masculine singular, from yashav. And then the other verb is the last word in the verse. Yit lonan is a hit pal, imperfect, third masculine singular, from I think it's from lean, or is it
Loon?
lunan? Is it loon?
Loon?
Maybe it's
Loon?
from
Is it
loon.
loon?
Yeah,
Loon?
yeah, yeah. I think it's from loon. It means to like spend the night, basically. Just gonna double check that, make sure I got the root correct on that. Lean, actually, lamed yod noon
Oh,
is the root,
yes, at
but it does,
lean.
it, yeah. So it means to lodge or spend the night. So, do you want to translate it, or do you want me to give my
So
translation?
what I did for ease of everyone is I have the NRSVUE for the English translation
Oh,
for,
okay,
um, just for the wider audience.
sure.
Those who live in the shelter of the Most High, who abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Now, I find it interesting that that is the way that it's translated, given that Shaddai, is like, to me, the way that I have always been told about Shaddai or even El Shaddai is God the breasted one from Shaddayim. And so
Yeah, but you're not
when
gonna
it's
get
used
that in
as,
the NRSV.
no, I know. When I see it used as like the Almighty or the Most High in that way, or anything that involves like on the mountain, I'm always like, well, okay, maybe. But yeah, when I was
Yeah.
growing up, I was always told it was from the root of Shadayim for breasts, and so it was God the breasted one.
It sounds pretty girly, if you ask me.
I'm
So,
here for it. I'm a big
yeah,
fan.
yeah. There's a lot of texts in the Hebrew Bible where you see Elyon and Shaddai together,
Mhm.
which I think is interesting. As we see them here. The reason I picked this particular text is because this is thought to have been, certainly by the time it appeared in the Dead Sea Scrolls, it's thought to have been like the base text for like an exorcism ritual. So just pretty cool, I think. So what's happening here, and what we're going to see throughout the evening, is the appearance of a bunch of these terms, which could indicate cosmic beings, divine beings of various sorts. So keep your eyes open
And
for that.
and protection, yeah, and sort of like
And
a
protection. Yeah,
protection.
yeah. I just wanted to yo shave. I should probably say something about this too. This is a participle, and like we think of translating participles. I mean, I teach when I teach my intro class. Participles start as like present tense verbs. This is a masculine singular participle. Um, it's not functioning that way here, and in fact, you're almost tempted to want this to be an imperative. Sit in the council of the Almighty.
Mhm.
But it's not. This is a way, and we've seen this in other psalms that we've read on this show before. Josh and I read Psalm. I don't remember which one offhand, but when we were reading a text a few months ago, we saw this frequently where the participles would appear with this almost with this vocative sense. You are the one sitting in the council. I think that's what your translation said, even, didn't it? That it
Yes.
used the yeah.
I see it as like to remain, sit, like the one dwelling or one who dwells, something of that sort.
Yeah. So I didn't mean to. I meant. So yeah, this is because this is a one yod verb. Jace is just pointing out that an imperative would be shave, or shove. But the I I meant to, what I was saying was that in the sense you want to translate it like an imperative.
Mhm.
So it's there's no confusion in the form. It's just and also he points out, when you say shadin, are you meaning demons? Because it's used, that word does appear in the Hebrew Bible with that sense on occasion. It so I there is within a lot of the Bible text, there's a variety of ways that this, like, it's used. Shaddai is used of God, of Yahweh, quite often. But then you have Shadin or Shadin that is used of, like, I wouldn't it often gets translated as demons, but as I've read up on this, these are divine beings of some sort, like low level divine beings, um but not necessarily either benevolent or malevolent. They just are. They can be either. We see this word. We see these creatures appearing in other cognate texts, and it seems that they were just um forces, spirits that would interfere or intervene in human affairs. They were unpredictable, which made people scared of them, but weren't necessarily, like, bad. So no, yeah, I mean, all the parts are good, Chuck. So of course you missed a lot of very good things. So you'll have to make sure to go back and watch from the start when we're done. When we're done. Okay.
Yeah, stay here
So
now, of
yeah.
course.
This is a good, they are kind of, I think, kind of like the jinn of Islam is the sense that I get of these creatures too. So yeah. All right. Verse 2. Um Omar, Omar la Adonai. Sorry, where's my cursor? Omar la Adonai Machsi Tsudati Elohai Evtach Bo. So I can translate this
Oh,
if
yeah,
you want.
by all means.
Sure. Okay. So I shall say to Yahweh, my refuge and my I said, like, a mountain fortress, I think is what's in view here with Mitsuda, my mountain fortress. Um my God, I will trust in him. So
Oh,
there
yeah.
is just a go
Yeah,
ahead.
because I think Metsuda is definitely is like like a mountain stronghold.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like fortified stronghold of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, the only verb here is Omar, and this is a cow, a first plural, for first, sorry, first singular. imperfect. Did I say imperfect already? It's a cal imperfect first singular verb from Amar. This is quite common with the one aleph verbs when they take that in the cal, when they take that that first plural verbal prefix, the verbal the prefix vowel turns into a holum. Sorry, I'm struggling to find words today. It's
No, no,
I
it's
said there
okay.
was only
I do
one
that
verb,
too.
didn't I? Yeah. So sorry, I forgot evtach, which is another
Oh, yeah.
cal imperfect first singular from batach. So yeah, and I think that's the verbs. This
Yeah.
this here I think this is in thinking about this. This is this works well within the sort of context in which we're featuring this psalm, that the speaker would cry out to my God, to distinguish Yahweh from the other gods. And the way I take this as well, I should also um so I think there's a couple ways you could read this. I will say to Yahweh, my stronghold and my mountain fortress, my God, I trust in you. Where it's I don't think it's clear where the actual quotation begins here. But I prefer it right away with Moxie, that this is where the psalmist starts speaking to Yahweh, my stronghold, my mountain fortress, my God, I trust in you, is all declarative by him. So, okay. Do you have anything else on that one?
No, that was
Oh.
good.
All right. Verse 3. Ki hu yatzilcha mipach yakush medever havot. Sorry. Do you want to read your translation for that one?
Oh, sure. That one is simply, he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. That's how it's broken down. Like, where did I had a note here too for it.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Can you read it?
Oh, yeah. No, my structure, like, I have some notes on, like, it's almost like two parallel threats, the hidden danger and then the visible catastrophe. So, like, the hidden danger of the snare of fowler versus the visible catastrophe of the deadly pestilence. So, like, from human threat to natural disaster almost.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. The verb here is a hifil, imperfect, third masculine singular, with the second masculine singular pronominal suffix. It's from natsal, which means to deliver or to rescue. So this is a one noon verb. You'll notice the root here, noon, sade, lamed. One noon verbs will lose that first noon when it takes the verbal prefix, which is what happens in the imperfect. And you can see it represented here with the little doggish forte in the tzade, in the second letter of the root. So, did I have anything on this one? Let me just look here. I like that. That's the other. I like for Yatzilcha. he shall tear you out, literally just ripping you out of the the bird catcher's trap.
That's very
Um,
evocative imagery.
it is, yeah. I kind of like that, but that seems to be where it's most um what he most often means is just tearing things apart, tearing things out, just very, very, very forceful action here. And I'll say something else here about Dever is interesting because this is a word that will appear in a handful of Hebrew texts, as well as, again, a couple of the Ugaritic texts, I believe, where it seems to be the identity of an evil spirit of sickness and plague. So that's I think that's probably the import here in this passage as well. So, all right. Anything else?
No, I think you covered it.
Okay. Verse 4, we're just chugging right along here. Be'evrato yasech lach v'tachat kenafav techsach. So, uh in his those are yeah, this does sound it sounds like I think Simone posted it earlier where it sounds like what was it, Isaiah 49. It also sounds, there's a lot in here that also sounds like Deuteronomy 32, which is interesting.
Yes, I wrote that down. Deuteronomy
Did
32,
you? Yeah, right.
Exodus 19, and even Ruth
Yeah.
2:12. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
Wow.
yeah, I wrote that down. The imagery of bird imagery as divine
Yeah.
protection. Uh,
Yeah.
Kings and gods sometimes being described as protective birds themselves, covering over their people.
Yeah, nice. So this is in his pinions, or with his pinions, like the those
Yeah,
are bird feather things, I think,
and
aren't they?
yeah,
The
pinions are
underneath.
the underneath the underneath of the bird feathers, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
covering with the pinions, and then it kind of goes with the under the wings. You find
Yeah.
refuge. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I find that interesting. It's almost like, kind of that nurturing, and I wonder if this speaks back to, now this is just me, and I could be spitballing and full of shit, so don't take me seriously, but the nurturing almost here of the taking refuge underneath, almost like a mother bird, that coupled with me to back to the, Shaddai, has some that nourishing, um, or that type of mothering feel to it.
Right, yeah. Oh, I didn't finish it either. Whoops. Let me finish the verse.
Oh, yeah.
Tsina Tsina v'sochera amito. So, yeah, I'll translate here. In his pinions, I think he shuts you off. He encloses you in, protects you. And under his wings, you should take refuge. Uh, in his so his yeah, uh his truth is a shield and a wall. And then for the verbs we have Yosek is a hifil imperfect, third masculine singular. And I believe the root for this should be a geminate. It should be sakak. Um so Yeah. And we so yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And then taxa is just a regular cal imperfect second masculine singular from chasa. And yeah, I think that's it. Those aren't verbs. Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
what I had written down as part of my notes was that the bird imagery in Deuteronomy, Exodus, Ruth,
yeah.
seems to be
And
kind of a thing.
it's not even just like Deuteronomy 32 especially. And I'll point out a couple of other dever is a word that occurs also this in Deuteronomy 32. So and then we have the all the bird imagery here. So there's a bunch of stuff in this text that that really feels close to Deuteronomy 32. The Song of Moses for everyone out there. All right.
Okay. I was
Ready
talking
to
about
go?
Deuteronomy 32 this afternoon.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
I
I
it's
absolutely, I absolutely.
I love Deuteronomy 32 myself.
Yeah, if you hadn't picked honestly, if you hadn't picked Psalms 91, I was going to suggest Psalms 82 because that and
Oh,
Deuteronomy
yeah.
32 are two of my more favorite verses to go over.
We haven't done Psalm 82 on this show before.
You should.
And yeah, we'll probably get there at some point. And Deuteronomy 32 is just too hard. So
I don't
it's
think
not
anything is too hard for you, Kipp. I have faith.
okay. That's what she said. I I'm trying to yeah. I'm just trying to think of the audience here. Jace is like nah, but there's a few people who oh look, Katie Lewis is here. Just got done yelling at people who read the Bible badly. Thank you for being here and reminding the world that there are people who love the Bible and read it well.
Oh, that's
Thanks
wonderful.
Thanks for coming, Katie. And we're all in our own way yelling at people who read the Bible badly. It's
I yell pretty loud at people who read the Bible badly.
yeah. Often you're like you're like a scourge of Bible accuracy on TikTok.
It
It's
pisses me off. I'm just gonna say that's the misinformation makes my blood
heart's over
boil.
here.
Oh, it does. My poor wife is like, just don't look. And I'm like, that's not the problem. There are people who are saying these things and then other people are believing them.
On the internet, no less. Can you believe it? It's terrible. It's awful. Song of Moses is Chuck. I pulled this up because Chuck is one of my excuse me, one of my Hebrew students from last year. Says Song of Moses is pretty great in Hebrew. Yes, it is. Way better than the KJV ever made it sound. I agree. So
I don't think there's anything that the KJV makes sound better than the Hebrew.
Yeah, probably not. That's probably true. So I due to I translated all my own texts in the book that I published recently, and I probably spent more time on Deuteronomy 32 than almost all the others. Just because it's hard,
It's
and
difficult,
and also it's interesting and it's beautiful too. And I wanted to make it good. So
yeah, I love that in Psalms 82 just because Psalms 82, of course, is that courtroom almost drama playing out. And that's how I picture it in my head, is like this courtroom scene almost. And I don't know, I just love that. I just really love that.
Yeah, me too. I was yelling at someone who thought that David was hiding from Saul. It is a good analogy for people who want to go into schism with the Pope, because the Pope says that non-Catholics aren't going to hell. Oh, wow, really? Did the Pope say that? Interesting. That's good. That makes me happy that that the Pope said
I
that.
I I love
So
that the Pope said that. Wow. I love that the Pope said that.
excellent, right? Yeah, it's good. Okay. Just gonna move the text up here a little bit, and we will continue with verse 5. Um, get my my pointer back here. Lo tira mi pachad laila mechetz yauf yomam. Yomama. Uh you want to translate that one?
Absolutely. I have it like as, where do I have this down? Sort of like, oh, where'd I go? Right here. You will not fear um terror or dread of the night. Yeah. Or like the terror of the night. Uh from the arrow that flies by day.
Right. Yeah. Um And I think it's just, yeah, it's just, oh, there's the, so yeah, there's the, sorry, the two verbs here. Tira is, there it is. Oh, whoops. Let's do that. Tira is a cow imperfect.
Perfect.
Second masculine singular, from yara. And, yauf is a cow imperfect third masculine singular from oof. This is a for those I see a couple of you guys from my current Hebrew class. Pay attention. Notice yauf here is it's a cal imperfect, and it's what we called a hollow verb or a second vav yod verb. We learned about these a couple weeks ago. And notice the verbal prefix, the vowel here is a comments, and the second letter, which is weak, reappears again in the cow in the imperfect when with these hollow verbs, these two vav yod verbs. So you and I were talking a little bit about this off screen. Mi pachad Layla. I translated this as night terror.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
I really what I don't now I'll just burst my own bubble right at the outset. I really don't think this is what the psalmist is communicating, but when I read this, I really want to believe that he's talking about like sleep paralysis here, night terrors. It probably isn't. This looks very because of the parallelism, right? It's things that can attack you at night as well as then those things that attack during the day. I guess it still could be night terrors, but it's or sleep
The
paralysis. But
parallel.
yeah,
But it would be
so
awesome if it was.
it would be. It really would be. All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Let's do verse 6. And here we've got Dever is back. Midever ba ofel yachalok Miketev Miketev Yashud Saharayim. This is, there's some funny stuff going on here. So from plague, walking, I said skulking around in the darkness. From this word here, ketev, is an interesting one, and I usually just leave this one untranslated. Lots of times in your English, you'll see it as like plague or pestilence, I believe, right? Is That's probably how it appears in the NRSV.
Pestilence,
Is
although I have it
Yeah,
like in the NRSV UE, it does have as pestilence, although I have it as like plague or like deadly disease of some sort.
yeah, yeah,
And then I have the like not just darkness, but like thick darkness, like
yeah,
something that's really ominous.
yeah. It's like that darkness, um, when you're sort of just half awake in the middle of the night, coming
Mhm.
out of sleep, right? It's that kind of darkness. Um, but I'll talk some more about Katev here in a minute. I'll just do these verbs
Okay.
quickly. So yeah, now this is gonna this I won't be surprised if this is throwing you off. Yachalok is a cow. It is. It's a cow imperfect. Third masculine singular from halak. Um, and it looks super weird because this is the verb halak behaves like a one yod verb, and we're really accustomed to seeing that, hey, just disappear in the imperfect, and yet here we've got this weird form, and it's got the typical uh vowel vocalization as well as the cow verbs here too. So yeah, it's I don't know what to make of this particular form. I did make a note though. It does appear in a few places in the Hebrew Bible here, as well as in Psalm 58, verse 9. It appears in Jeremiah 9, verse 3, and two times in Job 16, verse 6, and 20, verse 25. So I think, like, my temptation is always to um go in the direction of it, is this an archaic form, or is this just an indication of a particularly later way in which people started writing these things? Um, Based on the text that we have, Jeremiah is probably the earliest one, so not especially early. But I also would think too, because of the way that Job is written, um, I do wonder if it is a very old form, because that's one of the things that Job is intentionally trying to do, is to sound really, really old. Um, Maybe use this as a way of feigning antiquity. So, but it's interesting. Um, I think, yeah. Oh, and Yasud. Here we have sorry, Yashud. Here we have another hollow verb, a cal imperfect, third masculine singular. Um, so yeah.
I kind of
Do you
like the
have
personification. The personification of
Yeah.
this one is really interesting to me.
Yes. I
Pestilent, like that plague that
Yeah.
walks, destruction
Yeah.
that it's almost poetic the way it
Mm,
kind of personifies uh, these occurring things that are happening. It gives
yeah.
them life of their own, and I find that really poetic. I mean, of course, it's the Psalms, but I find just that part of it very poetic.
Oh, see, but this, and I don't think this
Active
is
forces moving.
like what happened?
I said I see it as like we're like the worldview where these calamities are like these active forces
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
moving like through the world on their own as almost anthropomorphized in or just shy of being truly anthropomorphized.
See, I think these are like I think these are like like evil spirits, right? Um
Oh, so
Dever
you see these
again,
full on as their own, almost like their own spirit
I think
entities
so.
in and of
And it's
themselves.
because
Okay.
we know these from other texts like Dever and Ketev
Right, right.
are let me actually I pulled it out here because of this text, but this is I mean I write just a little bit about this. Let me so this is when I in my chapter that I wrote on Deuteronomy 32. um so this is verses 23 to 24. It says, I will heap disasters upon them, I will exhaust my arrows on them, which is, you know, what we see happening in verse 5 here too, right? Empty of hunger and emaciated by Resheph. Resheph doesn't appear here, but then it says, poisonous Ketev and fang of beasts I will unleash against them, with venom of things that crawl in the dust. Um, so I say here, this threat of devastation is condensed into an oracle from Yahweh that the prophet Huldah delivered in a response to the King Josiah's anxious hand wringing. All the words of the book which the king of Judah has read, I have been provoked to anger by the doings of their hands, and my anger has been kindled against this place. It will not be quenched. Two other creatures appear in this rehearsal of Yahweh's tantrum. The feared divine consorts, Resheph, the very ancient god of pestilence and death, and
Mhm,
Ketev,
mhm.
a mysterious being who wields plagues and poison for weapons. These are Yahweh's instruments of retribution, like arrows in his quiver. Um, and that's, I mean, that's exactly
Exactly
what
what
we
we
see
see here
happening
too,
here too.
right here.
Yeah, which is
And
really,
it's
really interesting.
I find that really fascinating actually. So I think that I was right on the nose when I'm like, this is like anthropomorphized. So I
Yeah,
think that you and talking
absolutely.
about the idea of the spirit itself, I find that really interesting. And I can kind of see why this would be used as an exorcism text
Yeah.
um, because of it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And for those who I keep looking down, I have all of and I have to have them blown up because I'm blind. So it's only 42 pages today, guys, because I only went up to 10, I think 10 or 11 because I didn't
oh,
know how
wow.
far we would go. Um, uh, so I actually did the entirety of Psalms 91, but I only printed out until 10 because I'm like, I don't think we'll get to 10, but just in case, I'll do that. But then my dumbass forgot to actually put the Hebrew in, and I'm blind as a bat. So thank you to Kipp for doing all the hard work and floating us while I just sit here and look pretty.
It's my show, so, it makes sense, right? All right. Uh, um, did I did we translate all of that? I don't feel like I did. I just parsed
Did
the verbs. Do you wanna translate it?
the verbs? Yeah. Let me pull back to where it was.
Because I mean,
I thought
you might have translated it,
I
but
thought
maybe
yeah,
just
because I
do it
thought I
again.
started with yeah,
Yeah.
the pestilence
Okay.
and talked about it being, I took it as thick darkness, and
Yeah.
then that stalks or walks. And then destruction, like ruin, possibly that destructive force that I was talking about, that ends up being that like anthropomorphized,
Yeah.
um that devastates, maybe destroys, of course, noonday, midday.
And high
So
noon.
like
Yeah.
the destruction that devastates at like high noon.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not safe in the dark or in the light.
Nope. In both
Cuneiform guy
cases.
here, yeah, is chiming in. Reshep was a god associated with war and plague, originally worshipped in Ebla in the 3rd millennium BCE. He was one of the main members of the local pantheon. So,
Thank
yeah,
you for that.
very
I love learning new
yeah.
stuff. I was not aware of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Reshef got around. So, and it's very interesting too that in the Bible, Reshef is always um in the service of Yahweh, like working
For
for
4.
Yahweh, the God of Israel, right? Yeah. All right. Verse 7. Yipol mitzadaka elef. Urvava miminecha. Okay. 1,000 uh 1,000 have fallen by my side, by your side,
Yeah.
and 10,000 uh by your right hand, like away from you. Um so oh yeah, and there's more again, sorry. Um Eleja lo yigash. Uh I think it's probably more like no one can approach you. None
Yeah, to approach
can
or
approach
come
you
near.
or come near you. Yeah. So
I think I have it
Yifur.
as to
Sorry.
approach too. Yeah, and to
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah. Yipol is a cow. That's this one. Cow imperfect, third masculine singular. Another first yod verb. So from nafal. Notice the disappearing noon appears in the dogish in the second radical, and yigash is also a cow imperfect, third masculine singular from nagash, which is another one noon verb. So, yes, Trent, good observation. The Dictionary of Deities and Demons in the Bible is an excellent book. I
Do I have
recommend it
that book?
to everyone. You should.
I can't remember. I
I
think I
have.
do.
Okay.
Do I?
But yeah, remind me when the show ends. We'll talk if you don't. But
Okay.
yeah. So excellent book. I encourage people to pick it up. It's I use it all the time.
I
So
just got a new bookshelf because my friends keep writing books. And so I needed I needed more room. I was
oh dear.
having floor books, and the idea of having books on the floor bothers me to no end, so I
Oh.
had to get a new. I like the verse contrast here of like the mass death around the individual,
Mhm.
but the personal protection that remains like intact. That structuring from surrounding destruction to personal safety, I find interesting. You see all this that is
Oh
happening,
yeah.
but notice what
Around it,
I'm
yeah.
doing for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true.
On that battlefield imagery.
I wonder too here, and this was just me, um, with LF falling by your side. Um, there's in the New Testament, Jesus encounters um a demon who identifies himself as Legion, which is a literal translation from like literally from the Greek. It means 1,000. So it's a standard. It's like a standard, very large military unit that appears in both Greek literature and in Semitic literature. But I wondered if there's some sort of connection that's being made there as well. If this is an idea that translated
It's like
into Hellenistic Judaism or came out of Hellenistic Judaism and
I
was,
wouldn't doubt it.
you know,
I wouldn't
yeah,
doubt it.
right. So maybe that's what's happening here too. So that this is Legion. All right. Just looking at the time here. I think we'll do one more and then we'll call
I
it
do 8.
for the evening. Okay.
See, it's good that you do this because I could keep going. I would do this for days on end. I know me. My poor wife
I always
would
like
be.
doing it, but I have to stop too because I have commitments. So
Yeah, same.
you
That's why
just
I'm glad
just
somebody else
yeah,
has because
right?
I would be like,
As the
"No, I'll be
discipline.
right there." Yeah,
Yeah.
I need better discipline when it comes to this.
Uh, so
Although my wife
well,
is
good.
in school, so sometimes I can get away with it because she's busy doing her own thing. So I'm kind of like,
All right.
I got another 5 minutes kind of thing.
Nice. Nice. Excuse me. Okay. Verse 8. Rak be'enecha tabit veshelumat reshaim tir'eh. Uh, only, yeah, it's like only look and see, like only see with your eyes. Um, I said I'm translating I translating this as almost as permissives. You should see only what's like right in front of your eyes here, and
Yeah,
um and the um sorry the retribution of the evil ones.
yeah,
uh
that's
then
how I
so yeah then you shall see
see the
the retribution. So yeah, if only you would look with your own eyes, then you would see
the
the
retribution.
retribution
Now, do you have
of
that
the
that
evil
as
ones.
evil or like wicked? I don't know that there's much difference,
I
but
don't usually, but talk to me. What are you thinking?
well, I don't think there's actually too much difference between the wicked and evil. I just noticed that wicked
Mhm.
tends to be used more in translation, necessarily in terms of personage, rather than it seems like evil is more used by God talking about the events. The wicked tends to I've noticed that wicked tends to be the way that people are denoted. So I wonder if it's I like that you said evil. I'm just wondering
Mm.
if also it could be seen as a wicked.
Jason says that evil is Ra and wicked is Rasha. The reason I said evil ones is because on the latest Ghost album, my favorite song is well, what's the name of it? I'm so bad at remembering names of songs. It's the uh does somebody know it offhand? Know the one I'm talking about. The
I didn't even know Ghost
the
had a
something
new
of the
album out.
oh, it's so good. God.
See, now I'm gonna
Let
have
me
to
just
go.
see, you're gonna have to go and listen to it
Gonna
after
go get it
after
after we're
li-
done.
yeah, it's just so damn good. Wow, I have to actually
My
punch
son
something in.
introduced me to them last year. I had never heard of them until I was on a road
Really?
trip with my
Wow.
son, and he was like, "I get to put on the music," and I was like, "This is good. Who is this?"
Oh, yeah.
They're
It's
good.
so
They're
good.
good.
So good. Um, so yeah, the album is Skelata, and the song is The Marks. That's it. It's The Marks of the Evil One is my favorite song on it. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, the evil ones. It's
Oh,
very,
yeah,
very
no,
fitting. I'm
I
I'm like
no,
I'm
I
doing
like
that.
that. No, but I like it.
Yeah, look, Jace doesn't even know what Ghost is, but I mean, we all
See,
know.
Unless they're a person who's really into the fashion industry and is obsessed with shoes, you never see feet or shoes on a ghost.
You never do. So,
never, not even one time. And I liked Jace up until I just saw I don't even know what Ghost is.
oh,
Like,
right
I
now, that's
I
yeah.
I don't know what to say now.
Jace, you really need to go listen to Ghost 2 after
Seriously, it's
the
good.
stream ends. You must. So yeah, it's very, very important. Um, uh, okay. So I think that's yeah, I think that's it for tonight. Did I? Oh, I didn't do verbs.
You
Sorry.
didn't do the verbs. That I was
So
just about to say.
all right. To beat. Sorry. Ahithophel. Imperfect. Second masculine singular from Navat. Lots of first noon verbs in this psalm. Very interesting. So and then Tiad is a cow imperfect second masculine singular from Ra'ah. There we go.
I kinda like
Uh-oh.
the
I mean,
way
it's
I listen.
I
Hold
I
on.
I just wanna say Jace is saying I listen to musical theater and country. Metal doesn't do it for me. But y listen, Ghost is not a metal band. They're a rock band, but god damn, they're
They're
just they're
they're
just
good.
very, very good. So, but, you should seriously I mean, oh, and he's, of course, has been enjoying a lot of Bad Bunny lately. So, um,
Oh, okay,
who
so,
hasn't, right?
I was just gonna say, I love me some Bad Bunny, so you earn some points back because Bad
There you
Bunny is
go.
awesome. I
I
I always
expected nothing less, Hypatia.
Oh, no, yeah, noisy punk rock is good too. I love all kinds of music. I don't have one specific genre that I'm most attached to. If it's good music and moves me in some way, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, then I'll listen to it. I got that. I come by that honest. My dad was the same way. I really
Nice.
like the way that verses 5 and through 7 here describe that like terror, warfare, plague, and mass
Mm,
death. And then verse 8 here kind of clarifies that result. The faithful person witnesses the outcome, but remains unharmed.
mm.
Seeing
Oh, just seeing everything happening around
seeing
you
everything happen around you, but
and
yet you are in this
remaining safe.
bubble. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always like that part.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's very good. It's a very interesting text. Um, I was going to, but I didn't tonight. So I encourage everyone tomorrow. I didn't have anything prepared um for my stream this week. So when that happens, quite often what I will do is just pull up like an old paper or article that I've written and just give a presentation that I've done at a conference and do that. And so that's what I'm doing. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a stream all about the Psalms at the Dead Sea Scrolls in the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's one of my favorite things actually that I've written. I know Simone loves these. Um, they don't tend to get quite the traction that dunking on Michael Jones gets, and I have to pay the bill somehow. So, but I like doing these too. So, but tomorrow's stream is going to be based on a presentation that I gave at a conference in Helsinki in 2017, all about the manuscript features in Psalms scrolls from Qumran and what we can learn from these in terms of the development of the visual formatting of these poetic texts in the Second Temple period. Um, I can tell everyone now, even though I haven't signed a contract yet, I expect that's coming shortly. But 2 weeks ago, I was invited to contribute a chapter to an Oxford handbook on um I think it's like poetical texts or things like that. I'm pretty sure I was asked to write this chapter because of this article that I wrote. I've been asked to write about the material and the physicality of biblical text. So I'm really excited about it.
I love this for you. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
So
I can't get one book done, and here you are doing, writing all the things. I love it.
yeah.
I
No,
love this
thanks.
for you. This is amazing.
I might try and I was thinking too, because Josh, I don't know if you knew, and I'm not sure how many people in the chat are aware either. Our mutual friend, Dr. Joshua Bowen, um, the bearded bow tie, the bow tied beard. It's one of those.
Bow tie Bible guy.
The bow tie bearded Bible guy.
Oh, I love it.
So he wrote his PhD dissertation on like scribal features of poetical texts in Sumerian. I might go back to the editors and see if I can wrangle them in and see if we could do it together. But based on kind of what they're looking for and what they want. But yeah, well, he and I we've talked about this too, because it's a point of interest and fascination for both of us on trying to do something jointly in an academic publication about physical. Yeah, he published his book under the title, his dissertation under the title "How to Pray in Another Language." Yeah, so it's that I'm excited about that, and that's what's happening in the stream tomorrow. I'll be talking about the evidence from the Dead Sea Scrolls for these for Psalm scrolls.
What time is your stream start?
2:00 in the afternoon, here on the West Coast. So I'm settled into a set schedule where I'm streaming every Friday at 2 in the afternoon. So so that's tomorrow. What else do you have going on?
Well, like you, I'm trying to pay the bills, and I found that
Yeah.
when I am doing what I think is interesting on TikTok, I talk about the languages. Recently, I went into the different languages across the Jewish diaspora, so that we don't just have Yiddish, but we have Ladino and Judeo-Persian and Judeo-Arabic and all of these really wonderful different languages. That doesn't get as much traction as the one that I'm probably going to get a lot of traction which is stop using Revelation 2:9 against Jews. Let's do that. How about we stop doing that?
Which one is that? What does that say?
The synagogue of Satan.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
There's not a week
that
goes by that I don't have somebody. So I figured I'd address that, and I bet you that's going to get a lot. That's where I'm doing. I'm on Patreon. For those of you who know, you can check out my stuff. Of course, I do a lot of social media stuff. I have a couple of students that I have right now, rabbinic students. So I'm all over the place when it comes to what I'm doing. I need to get on the YouTube. I know I need to get on YouTube and start utilizing it more. I'm trying to learn StreamYard. Megan Lewis has offered to help me learn the ins and outs of StreamYard so that I can be better equipped to get on YouTube and actually start doing some things. I would like to start adding some of my interviews to YouTube, because I think highlighting you guys to a wider audience too would be awesome.
Trent's got a question here. He's just, Rabbi, when are you doing that?
I am actually working on the Revelation 2:9 thing right now. And so I try to keep things down to about 60 seconds on TikTok, but this one's going to be longer than that, because I think the benefit of it deserves much more attention than just what 60 seconds can give us.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and we were talking ahead of the show. Are you doing something with? We have a mutual friend.
Oh, yes. I had the opportunity of interviewing Captain Dadpool, also known as Ricky Brock, a couple days ago. So look out for that if you are on my Patreon. It'll probably be out. Let's see. I still have Megan to go up. I have Alexiana Fry, who I am getting with to be able to interview. I absolutely adore her. Plus, she has a new book coming out, Esther Keeps the Score. that I've pre-ordered. I'm super excited about. Yeah, I do need to get on
She's
YouTube. Absolutely, I need to start putting you guys
phenomenal.
up there. She is.
Uh, Alexiana, Josh, and I had a couple of sit downs when we were in that place, Boston, in November, and when she gets back to the States, which is this month, I believe, we're gonna start doing some stuff together.
I'm so
So,
excited. I'm so excited. I was
yep.
so jealous that you guys I really was. I wish I would have been at SBL this year when I found out Alexiana was
It's
gonna
fun.
be there too.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Oy." Well,
She
go have
was
fun for me, guys.
crazy busy. So
Oh,
we didn't see
I
a
don't
lot
doubt
of
it.
her, but
I don't doubt
yeah.
it.
So, but it was yeah, it was good. So, I do need to email her. But yeah, so look out for that, you guys, and then come back here tomorrow afternoon for my stream with Vish. I expect Vish will be back with me tomorrow, and Saturday I will be back on with Vish on Dapper Dinosaurs channel at 11 a.m. Uh, Pacific, which is like 2 Eastern. And then tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 Eastern, is another episode of Budget Scripture Saturday, which is, honest to God, the funnest show on the internet. So, I mean, if you're not watching, what are you doing? Seriously. So,
I agree with
come.
Kip. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
So come and hang out with me over the weekend. I'll mention this as well. I'm in the process of editing some video of a sit down conversation that Josh and I did with Dr. Christy Cobb, who is a New Testament scholar. And we're looking at I mean, it's Josh, so it's a slavery video, right? Because of course it is, but we're talking to a New Testament scholar about slavery in the New Testament. And
Ooh.
then yeah, and then on Sunday we are going to be recording another video for Apologia. So look out for that. That'll be coming, I expect, in like the next month. So
Oh, I
stuff coming
love it.
up. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
fun. So
And as
go
always
join as
no,
always.
please.
Oh
As
yeah, I know. I
always,
was
it's
going to
always a
say
pleasure.
yeah, it's so fun to hang out with you too. So go and sign up for Rabbi Chana's Patreon if you are able to. I have a Patreon and channel memberships as well, and could really use your guys' ongoing support. I very much appreciate it. And until next time, thank you, Rabbi Chana, for coming out
It's my pleasure.
and
My
hanging out with
pleasure.
me. So yeah, and we'll do it again soon. And
I
on
always love sharing space with you. I love the invite, and I
yeah,
love the amount of interaction we get when we get together, and it's
me
just
too.
always fun for me.
Me too. I mean, it still kind of blows my mind that, there is 30 people watching you and me read Hebrew text together. So
To me too.
wild.
I am amazed when 5 people show up, to see me
Yeah,
do anything. So when I get past that and I'm just like, "Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what do I do now?"
fantastic. So good stuff. All right. Be good, everyone. Stay safe. And until tomorrow, Hatikva.